Scorpio, Dark Dove Tarot here. Hope you're doing fantastic. This is your May 2021 love read. So again, this is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for love for May 2021. So again, Scorpio, hope you are doing amazing, fantastic, wonderful. Any likes, subscribes, comments are greatly appreciated. If you want a private read, oh, these cards are all over. If you want a private read, the information is in the description below. Again, any likes, subscribes help a lot. So if you'd hit the bell icon, that definitely supports my channel. For those of you who have let me know that the notifications are not getting to you, YouTube says they're working on that, but they're saying you need to make sure all notifications are on in order to get notified when I post something else. They are checking on it. If you do have it on all notifications, they're saying to turn it off and turn it back on if you want notifications to my channel. So again, subscribing helps grow the channel a ton. Lastly, if this resonates with you, please make sure you check out the extended read. I have extended reads posted below. So if you do feel this resonates with, I'm just messing all sorts of stuff up. If you do feel like this resonates with you and it is your story, then again, please feel free to check out the extended read listed below. So one more card and we will get started here, Scorpio. Get moving and grooving. See what is going on for you guys. Okay. I love these cards. This is the Housewives Tarot and they crack me up because they're very like, you know, old school era, but pretty funny. So, all right, let's go ahead and pull your Oracle card and we will get moving for Scorpio. Also, make sure you check your other signs. Some months those may resonate with you more, add more to your story. I don't know if I said that or not, but again, this is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So check your other signs as well. Protecting treasure. That's your Oracle card. So immediately that tells me, you know, self-protection, or some of you are in self-protection mode. You know, if you're dealing with somebody from the past, you're kind of dotting your I's, crossing your T's, making sure that you're getting the straight story, that you're not getting BS'd, because maybe that's something you're used to getting with this person. Maybe they've come back in, they're contacting you. But this may also be, you know, new love, putting yourself out there. You haven't done that in a long time. And, you know, not sure how to go about it, or, you know, not sure if you're meeting, you know, Mr. Wrong or Mrs. Right, or how, you know, it's just kind of a keeping yourself, making sure that you're always protecting yourself from basically bullshit, making sure that you're watching for the signs. And this is often, you know, divinely ruled. So this is, you know, your instincts will kick in, or if you meet somebody new and you think something's off, more than likely something's off. Or if somebody from the past comes back and you're kind of like, yeah, I don't feel it. I don't think they're being honest with me. You know, you check your gut. Your gut's telling you what you need to know. The first card you have is your current position coming into the month. Yeah, I mean, this is interesting being your first card out of the gate. You have the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles is the third party situation. So somebody may be contacting you, trying to come back in. Maybe they're married. They're already seeing somebody. They have been seeing somebody. You know, maybe you knew that. Maybe you didn't know that when you guys were together. Maybe you're seeing somebody else and you're just kind of like, oh no, you know, I don't want the past to come back right now. I'm getting to know somebody. I don't need, you know, the drama. I don't need, you know, whatever comes along. Now, the Three of Pentacles can also be teamwork and working together as a team, but this definitely comes across more as a third party situation, popping out in the beginning and talking about protecting yourself. This says, you know, somebody may be coming in who's being disingenuous with you. The next card you have is how you're feeling coming into the month, and you have the Ace of Swords. Yeah, so this is saying, look, whoever you are coming in, whether it's somebody new or somebody from the past, I can see your game a mile away. I can see what's going on a mile away. The Ace of Swords is clarity, you know, strength, power. The Ace of Swords is seeing things very clearly. And even when others don't realize that you see it clearly. So this definitely feels like somebody from the past is coming in and they definitely want like your time, your attention, but either you're seeing somebody, but more than likely they're still involved with somebody. Now, it can mean third parties as in addiction. It can talk about maybe they're overusing you know, vices, alcohol, or they're doing drugs, or, you know, it can even be, you know, their own narcissistic tendencies getting in the way. But again, the Ace of Swords says you have the logic, the clarity, the power. So in essence, you control the situation, whether you talk to this person, whether you don't, whether you communicate with them, whether you don't, but you're in self-protection mode about it. You want to make sure that, you know, you're not putting yourself in a situation that could get uglier. Now, you have the Nine of Pentacles coming in from your distant past, so over the past 5-10 years. And the Nine of Pentacles talks about, you know, some sort of value or some sort of abundance. At one point, maybe you and this person had a home together, or, because it does refer to, you know, some sort of, can be financial gain, again, abundance, but there's also a value, like a family value. At one point, you guys may have had kids together, or you wanted to have kids together, you wanted to get married. There's a lot tied into the Nine of Pentacles, but it can also feel trapped. So it's almost as if you guys were on different wavelengths. Maybe you valued a family life, a home life, and this person wanted to, you know, jet set across America, and they wanted the finer things in life. And you were like, well, I want to settle down and have, you know, a bunch of rugrats running around. So there seemed to be in the past something that you guys just had different storylines, or different, you were on different paths. But this person's reaching back out to you, Scorpio. And it seems as though, you know, maybe they are still seeing somebody, or they're talking to somebody, all the while they're trying to get your attention. And they're really good at it too. This is somebody who's very charming, somebody who is very convincing. And yet that Three of Pentacles is saying, again, either you're dealing with other people, you're talking to other people, or they are, or they have somebody else. Now, it could be a little bit of both, that you're seeing other people and this person comes in and they want to see you as well. So you might third party it for a little while. You may be like, well, I'm protecting myself by not letting the past have my full time and attention, and also keeping my options open. Nothing wrong with that either. The next card you have is your immediate past, over the past few weeks, past month or two. So it's almost as if you just got back out there, or you were just planning on getting back out there when this person comes back around. Because the Fool card talks about, you know, it's an open road. I can go in any direction I want. I don't know exactly what direction I'm going in, but at least I'm taking the first leap of faith. At least I'm taking the first step towards something. The Fool is saying, look, it's the beginning of their major arcana. It's the beginning step of a new cycle. So this is what you're planning, but somebody's coming in saying, wait, Scorpio, I think I may want another chance. But, you know, are they playing games? The next card you have is your distant future. So over the next few months, you have the Queen of Wands, somebody who's very full of ferocity, somebody who's very confident. This is somebody who's like, what do you want? I mean, look at her. Even her expression is like, and male or female, I don't apply sex to the cards, but Queen of Wands is like, what? What do you want? And really, that's what it's going to come down to. Whether this energy is a new energy, an old energy, you know, both. You're, like I said, kind of double dipping, which is nothing wrong with that. You don't owe this past person your time and attention, nor your commitment. And there's nothing wrong with seeing what else is out there. The Queen of Wands is kind of like, if you want it, work for it. And not in a conceited, like, oh, you know, you got to work for my time and attention. This is more like, hey, I put time and effort into this before. I wanted this to work. You know, this is where I thought we were going. Now you come back in and say you want this with me. Well, I'm already seeing somebody. Or wait a minute, what about, you know, Susie Q or John Doe? You know, aren't you still seeing them? So the Queen of Wands is kind of like, you know, hey, but also very attractive. The Queen of Wands draws a lot of, you know, people in. People are very attracted to this person. A lot of people want to be around this person. So you may be kind of like, next. You know, there's a dating site out there like that. The next card you have is your immediate future. So over the next month or so, throughout May, and you have the Empress. The Empress card is very nurturing, very maternal, paternal energy. So this person who's coming, what I feel, back towards you is looking for something that they're either not getting with somebody they're with now, or, you know, they want something with you. They want, you know, a maternal, paternal energy. Maybe, you know, they have kids or you have kids, and they know that again, there was a difference here with the values. Somebody wanted to kind of have fun and, you know, their cake and eat it too, so to speak. And you were very grounded in what you wanted and where you were going. And now they're coming back going, but I was at peace with you, Scorpio, and you were so loving and we took care of each other and I wanted to, and you're kind of like, but I was there the whole time and that didn't happen. And you can see it very clearly with the Ace of Swords, what happened and how things went awry. The next card you have is the King of Wands, okay? And this is something tangible coming in, okay, this month, something tangible. So you may be finding your King of Wands here, Scorpio, and I don't know that it's going to be somebody from the past, because like I said, I think somebody's coming in to kind of see what you're up to, but I don't necessarily know that they're being genuine about it, okay? Sorry, I'm having some tea. I don't know that they're necessarily being genuine, but the King of Wands is somebody who is on a moral high ground. The King of Wands is somebody who, you know, is very honest and communicates, very good at communicating what they want. Now, this could be a past person communicating, but this very much feels like somebody else coming in. So as I said, protect yourself. At first, it kind of came, yes, it comes across like she's protecting herself, you know, kind of from the rain, but there's the sun over here. And I do feel as though you may be double dipping. And I feel like it's really what you need, Scorpio. And when I say double dipping, well, maybe that comes across kind of wrong. But when I say that, I mean talking to this past person, but keeping them, you know, at arm's length. And then seeing what else comes in. Because there's a King of Wands energy who's kind of like, look, you know, I could solve anything. I've got, and the Queen of Wands is going, what do you want? Like that movie, you know, where he comes, what do you want? And this person comes in and says to fix everything and have a nice life with you. So the next card you have is how you're feeling throughout the month. And you have the Death card, not a physical death. The Death card is a beautiful card. It is transformation, growth, rebirth, big changes, big changes. The Death card is Scorpio's card, and that's you. So if you've seen my reads, you know that I think when your card pops out, it talks about organically being you. It talks about really figuring out what is it that Scorpio wants. And you kind of having the power, especially with the Ace of Swords. This is saying you want somebody from the past? Fine, go for the past. If you want somebody from the future, or, you know, somebody in the future, or somebody you're talking to now, go for it. Like, have your cake and eat it too type energy, because you don't, again, you don't have to commit to anything right this second. And this also talks about, yes, there could be rebirth with this past person, but there could be big changes. You could be meeting somebody else. This could be, you know, life transforming to, you know, the wedding you always wanted, or, you know, the lifelong partner you always wanted, or kids, or whatever it is you're looking for. Big, big changes and big possibilities coming with the Death card. And you don't want to limit your possibilities. The next card is your hopes and fears. Your hope is for the 10 of Cups, family, peace, joy. That's what you're looking for. So Scorpio, like, let's cut it down to, you are looking in either direction. And really, you know, you're going to make a decision based on what it is you want and what looks, you know, what looks better. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with being selfish in how you plan on, or what you would like to plan on doing for the rest of your life. And what you see is joy, peace, family. Again, whether it's kids, marriage, fur babies, whatever it is for you, you know, you've got a set expectation in your mind. Now, of course, realistic, you're not asking for the moon and back. You're just saying, hey, you know, I would like to settle down with somebody who wants kids. Or I'd like, as I said before, this past person had, I think there was a lot of, this is the plan, this is what we're going to do moving forward. And then none of that happened. You guys were kind of doing separate dances, but now this person kind of wants to come in, and you're going, well, wait a minute. You wanted to go off and find out what it was you wanted, and now maybe it's my turn. The next card you have is your outcome. Oh, and you have the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is self-imprisonment, feeling trapped, but you're the one who keeps yourself trapped there. You're the one who, you know, you can decide. Do I want to entertain the past? No. Do I want to find somebody new? Yes. Do I want to entertain the past? Yes. Do I want to find someone new? No. So you get my point. You're the one who gets to make the deciding factor here. You really do have the power in how this is going to play out. For some of you, a lot more than you think. And some of you are going to say, oh, Dark Dove, you know, he or she won't talk to me, or they want nothing to do with me from the past, or they're bullshitting me, or whatever it is. Then there's your answer right there. Or if, you know, you meet somebody new, but you still have feelings for the past, there's your answer. The Eight of Swords is kind of, you need to figure out what you want, because ultimately it's your decision. It's almost like, you know, what's your destiny, and how can you plan that out, or what can you do you know, what can you do to get what you want? And card just flew out right here. Oh, actually like 4 cards just flew out. So we need 2 cards here, universe. All right, we have the moon card. Yeah, I mean, this says it perfectly. You're not sure what you're going to do. And so you're trapped in this, I don't know. I don't know what to do. And you may have somebody who, you know, like presents a toxic type situation. Now you could just be dealing with the Capricorn because the devil represents the Capricorn. But the devil is toxicity, vices, addictions, different things. So this person who's coming back or somebody you may be meeting, you know, just be careful in that because you have this Queen of Wands and you're going, what do you want? And this person's like, oh, you know, I really like you, I really care about you, but, you know, make sure that that you're making the right decision for what's best for you. Protecting yourself, like we talked about. You know, if it quacks like a duck and waddles like a duck, it's a duck. And just recognize that. Now, the moon card is Pisces card, so you could be dealing with Pisces or have Pisces placements in your chart. But the moon card talks about not knowing. You know, I use the example a lot about having the moonlight is your only light available, and you're in the woods and you're trying to figure out there's this dark object in front of you, and is this a bear that could eat my feet, or you know, is this a boulder I can walk around? You're uncertain on which direction to go. As I said, I really think you're fine going both directions. And cross watchers, you know, this is Scorpio's read. You can get mad as mad as you want at me. Please be nice in the comments. But I don't see why, Scorpio, you don't entertain both to figure out what it is that you really want, to figure out what it is you really, you know, it's better to not make a decision than to make a decision. It's better to take your time with a decision than to make a decision you'll regret. And then you have unmarked trail, revelation. So this is huge because this talks about you don't need to pick one path right now. You can kind of test them both out and see what direction is going to be, excuse me, the best for you. All right, so we're going to find out past or present or future and what type of energy this person holds in the extended read. So feel free to check that out. All right, I'll see ya.